But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Yo, hearts in chat right now, flames in chat right now for all the reactors out there, and in particular Larry 1K who's here with us right now. So, bro, let's make something happen, man. What's the plan? You want to throw me some words?
That's up. I got 3 words. I got 3 words for you, man.
Yes.
3 words.
Yes. What you got, bro?
All right. So my first word, I want to put this word together, but it's Jesus Christ. It's Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. All right. Hell yeah. Yep.
First word. All right. The second word, we're gonna go with Lucifer.
Lucifer. All right. We got a theme going.
Lucifer.
All right. Yep.
Yes, sir. The last word we're gonna go with is rapture.
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 Which, like, what does that mean exactly? Like, of course, I'm familiar with that word, but like, what is the rapture?
Like, I guess, like, you know, in biblical terms, like when Jesus, because I'm a Christian, when Jesus come back and like bring his people, so like I guess like grab or gather up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, dope. We got this, man. Jesus Christ, Lucifer, and the rapture, y'all. We about to do it. Here we go. You ready?
Let's go. I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
All right, let's go. Larry 1K is here. Yo, come on, come on, hey. When they hear him rhyme, they like, he's just nice. Rappers hear me spitting, they be yelling, Jesus Christ. H-Mac never stop, you'll be taking a loss. Rappers got me pissed off, man, they got me so cross. Hey, Mac coming through since my 2nd grade recital. I told you that my rhyme book is something like a Bible. H-Mac, I be taking rappers into churches, recording in the pews while I'm dropping rhyme verses. Yeah, this is biblical, all these rappers miserable. Every time I rhyme, I'm about to paint the visual, doing something different. Here's what I'm saying, rappers dropping to their knees right now and straight praying like, please Lord above, help bring me love, cause this dude named Mac, well when push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure he's about to go harder than the rest. Please Lord help me, he's putting me through a test. I don't know if there's a way that I can survive, cause compared to all these rappers, man, he got more drive, plus he got more practice and he got more bars, plus his lyrics like my life right now, cause they hard. Someone help me find a path through this. I don't know what I can do, help me Judas. Mac moving with the movement, y'all know I'ma crush it. I leave you flustered every single time I bust it. Now, listen, I be coming off top with the truest words. I spit the fire and my shit is flaming hot like Lucifer. Yeah, every time I'm rapping, I'ma make you panic. Yo, all my bars sound dark, satanic. Listen, I will excel from the place where I dwell. I'm with Big L right now, recording down in hell. No doubt, y'all know I'ma kick these rhymes. Shout to Big L, repping from the 139. Yeah, now I wouldn't say that myself unless Big L told us he would go there himself. So listen, I'm about to be there with him in the flames. Me and Big L straight spitting off the brain. Now, I do this forever, y'all know I'm hype. I be feeling like Lucifer, my dome got spikes. I got the tail as well and I grip the red trident. I'm stabbing through your heart each and every time I'm rhyming. Yeah, check the way I'm creating, there's no debating. I'm inflating from the heart while I'm spitting it hot as Satan. No contemplating or deliberation is necessary. They hear the voice for 1 second, they say yes it's Harry. Very much so, breathing flames like a dragon. I'm a fucking demon, got you screaming while you lagging. behind, cause there ain't another rapper who can flex like this. Ah, my bad, shit, that was The Exorcist. I'm flipping out. Harry Mack, y'all know I'm about to rip freeze. I got your head spinning out 360. Yeah, I'm here right now, they all aware. I'm twisted up and mangled while I'm crawling up the stairs. Yo, I'm spitting through the static, it's a habit. Boom, boom, there's some sounds in the attic. Yo, I come through with the fatness, I rap sick. I heard in a church in Tennessee they got a mattress. True story. Hey yo, y'all know I'ma burn it down. H-Mac, yo, I got it, I won't return the crown. I'm here for all my people, y'all know I'm a master. Coming off the top and causing a natural disaster. I was in the church just recording with the pastor. Yeah, I be rhyming so fast, bro, I move past ya. Yeah, and you know I'm the real deal, not an actor. They all up in the game, but they not even a factor. Treat it like Smash Bros, Mac flows smack ya. I'm about to gather my fans, it's the rapture. Harry Mack causing disaster like Katrina. Told you off the top I be flowing like Aquafina. I'm fancy like in a Beamer, but I don't have a car. All I do is ride a bike while I'm spitting these bars. Feel like J. Cole cycling through New York. I be smoking microphones just like some Newports. Now listen, I'ma let them all better witness. For me this music shit is religious. Yeah, and I'm slaying them all. Hey, rappers hit their knees, got them praying to God. Let's go, I told you I'ma let you better witness. Yo, for me this music shit is religious. Yeah, I'm the one you might see twice. I got rappers yelling, screaming out, Jesus Christ. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. Yo. That's all the.
Hello, guys.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. I was just sitting there waiting to see if I should reveal myself from the welcome or not.
Hey, where's Jaden at?
Jaydons, yeah, he's got people round. It's his choice of fight. I've got the fight anyway. It's a UFC where he wants, but after that we'll just watch a boxing bout. Whatever boxing. If anybody has any preferences for boxing bout, put it in the chat. Obviously it's over on the Rumble side, but we're watching Sean O'Malley v whoever it is first. Here's Vicky. Okay. I was just about to catch up. Yeah. It's Keir Starmer has spoke about it. It hasn't been implemented.
No, it's doing it.
Yeah, but it hasn't been implemented. It hasn't been passed, has it?
He's not taking it through House of Parliament or nothing. He's just doing it.
Well, it's not right. Hold on, I'm just going to see if I can find out thingy.
What is he doing?
Digital IDs.
Digital ID.
Oh, okay. Nice.
The app's already started downloading on people's phones.
Yeah, well, I'm not taking it. I mean, I'm not.
No, they didn't know. They literally got it. It just automatically loaded on their phones.
Yeah. Well, this is not the mark yet. This is just another thing towards it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talking about the digital ID.
I looked into my trolls, and none of them are here today. They're using Google Earth, and they're just trimming out pictures. Like, we see your house. Yeah. No, they don't.
Right. I'll just show them.
I'm happier. Yeah.
So instead, before we put Jim's thing on, and then we've only got a little topic. It's a 20-minute video on Job, the trials of Job, and their title on it is well, it's not the title. It just is once you watch this, you'll never doubt God again. But it's to do with Job. So we've got a 20-minute video on that. Before we go over to watch the fights. But yeah, one of the fights I've got the fights. UFC fight is one that Jaydon picked. He's got people around at the minute, so yeah, I've got the fight anyway. It's Sean O'Malley versus somebody else. Can't remember his name. But boxing wise, if you've got a fight you want to watch, let me know. If on the Rumble side, obviously, because that'll be on Rumble. But yeah, this is I think this is a little short about him talking about it. Keir Starmer.
Keir Starmer, the granny hammer.
Oh God! Did you come up with that all by yourself, Piggy?
No, it's a song. It's a song.
Good. Let's hear it. Sing it, PJ. I mean, Piggy.
I've never heard it.
Keir Starmer, the granny hammer, wants us mixed up in Israel drama.
Nice.
Nice. Here we go. Come on, give me the thing.
That's a clean rhyme. consider. Yeah.
Our immigration system does need to be fair if we want to maintain that binding contract that our politics is built on. Otherwise, it undermines trust.
Yeah, confirms it.
Undermines people's faith that we're on their side and their belief that the state can and will work for them.
Yeah, right.
And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work by the end of this parliament.
Wait.
Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
Anyway.
It's as simple as that. Because decent, pragmatic, fair-minded people, they want us to tackle the issues that they see around them. And of course, the truth is, we won't solve our problems if we don't also take on the root causes. Our immigration system.
Huh. That's super nice. Yeah.
So you were saying, babe, it was only 50 seconds long. As you can't no point talking through the video, babe. I say the same to Rogers. There's no point in talking.
He triggers me. He triggers me. He triggers me. I have never wanted to someone in the face as much as him.
Babe, the only reason I'm showing it is to show digital data ketchup that about Keir Starmer talking about. But
it's mandatory. It's not like when he says free digital ID. No, like anyone who voted for that dipstick, he's a communist. Think about it. You want to live in a communist country.
Babe, the thing is, right, there's no point. They're talking about voting. It doesn't matter because the votes don't count for anything.
Listen, the bloke's dad was a tool maker. He made the biggest, most useless tool ever.
Yeah, I know. You've already told me that one.
I cannot stand that man. Like, do you know, they've done polls and that. He's the most hated prime minister in English history.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, he's got a reputation to pull. Yeah.
No, he ain't got a reputation though. This is the thing. Nobody likes him.
I'm not being happy until he became prime minister, to be honest.
Oh, I had.
I don't follow politics, do I? I do not follow politics, do I?
He was a human rights lawyer.
I didn't even know. When I first heard his name, I thought he was Asian. I didn't know he was a white dude.
Did you know he's the one that protected Jimmy Savile?
Well, yes, already. Yeah, babe, the whole government's frigging corrupt. We know that the government's corrupt. Maggie Thatcher was corrupt. She protected him as well.
Like near me, obviously we had that terror attack on the synagogue. And then randomly mosques started getting set on fire. One in East Sussex. And it's on a ring camera and they're talking in Urdu. The people that set the fire, they're talking in Urdu. That's Pakistani Muslim.
Exactly, it was them who done it. So
we haven't proved that one yet. But the one in Kettering.
Let me get my.
Hey,
what's up, brother? How's it going? My headphones are not on, so give me a second.
They arrested a man for setting fire to the mosque, and he's a Muslim.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Right.
Testing. Hello. There we go.
You, but Vicky was talking, and so we can hear
I'm sorry, I didn't have any audio there.
Sorry. You're fine.
Blame it on the headphones.
I just turned my headphones on. I couldn't hear you from the beginning.
Yeah. Can hear you. So like I say, we've only got 20-minute video to watch, and but we'll start off with Jimmy and his Saturn. Right. Yeah. But I was only showing the kids. Nothing to do with Keir Starmer. This stream, nothing. We're only on YouTube for about half an hour anyway. I'm gonna
hop out, PJ. I just wanted to say hello. Whenever you do the Rumble thing, I'm gonna hop in then because I got some friends over, and we'll watch the fights together, so it's not even a problem.
So Vicky,
I said I got some friends over, but we'll just all watch the fights together. It's not a problem.
Oh yeah,
I'll hop in when you go on the Rumble side for sure. I'll probably be watching on YouTube, but we're just like chilling, watching a movie right now.
Okay.
All right.
See you in about 30. Bless you guys.
Later, Jaydons.
Bye.
So, Vicky, you said it was a Muslim they arrested that set fire to a mosque. Tarot's asking that question.
Yeah, it was a Muslim.
Weird.
I sent you the screenshot, didn't I?
Yeah, I mean, blaming it on a Muslim sounds psyopy to me.
No, but they were blaming it on white British people.
No, they were blaming it on white people. They were blaming it on white people, and then it got found out it was Muslims that did it themselves. No, the white people were getting blamed. Non-Muslims were being blamed. Then they found out it was Muslims that done it. Yeah.
They were calling it a hate crime. How's it a hate crime when one of your own done it?
Yeah. I know 911 was a false flag. It was an American. Do you know what I mean? Was not the Muslims. It was not Islam that did it. They got blamed for it. But it doesn't mean to say that Islam don't do shitty things. You know what I mean?
It's not a coincidence that the synagogue attack happened and then mosques, and then it comes out that it was Muslims. Like they're doing it because they want sympathy.
Of course they are.
Because that bloke that committed the synagogue attack, did you know he rang 999?
Anyway,
and he pledged allegiance to ISIS and stuff.
No, I didn't.
Nice.
And his dad is a surgeon, and he put stuff on talking about Jews and like Hamas and all that. Like they want to obliterate Jews. And these are the people that are allowed to come in this country and stay here.
Yep, they want to obliterate everyone, not just Jews.
Yeah. So let's say, when you call that, like kind of like insurance fraud and where I'm from, burn down your home.
That was partly the reason, but the bigger reason was probably to blame someone. Blame. I mean, get the sympathy on that.
Yeah.
Look at like the free speech march, the Tommy Robinson march in September. There was 3 million people. There were 20 some arrests. Only 8 of them were on the right. The rest of them were on the left. Then you go and you look at the pro-Palestine marches where there's 400 or 500 people arrested at every single one.
Yeah.
Notting Hill Carnival, 800 and some arrests. Nothing was said about them, but because it was England flags and British flags and Tommy Robinson, it was all about them 20 odd arrests. Yeah, only 8 of them were people supporting Tommy. The rest were people on the left.
Yeah, absolutely.
We believe it. I can see it.
But
don't let your right hand know what your left hand's doing. You know.
Yeah. The narrative is make the right look bad. This isn't about racism. Like when you've got people coming here saying, there's an account on TikTok. Roger, are you on my TikTok? I think you are. There's a thing on TikTok, and the account's called "Deaf to the UK."
Nice.
Yeah. Oh well.
You know, like, but that's allowed. Like how? No, like it stinks. Like,
I wouldn't fly back in the day for sure. No.
I got a warning for saying someone was ugly from the inside out because she was a vulgar person. I wasn't attacking her looks, I was attacking her as a person. And I got a warning for that, but you can put pictures of murderers and terrorists and have a thing called Deaf to the UK. No, mate. Look, we're British. The British will never surrender, ever.
You're going to go down with the ship? Like
I will die fighting before I give up.
You won't see a white flag on your door?
Never. No. I'd rather listen. If it come to it that they were going to take over, I'd rather fight and die than let them capture me.
Gotcha.
Because we know what they do. No, Roger, like on October 7th, they were out marching, shouting, celebrating the fact that it was 2 years since October 7th, like the Free Palestine lot. Like somebody needs to get some soap and lob it at them because they all look like they need a good scrub.
Back in when I was growing up, they would take you down and delouse you and give you a job, make you work.
There ain't enough money in the world, Roger, for me to go and delouse a lefty. No. Never. Never.
Well, God made them too, you know, Vicky. They're all children of God, you know, but they act like children of the devil, don't they?
Yeah. They
Yes,
are, that's why. They're demonic, like. I've never seen so many angry people. Like, they're so angry.
I hear you. Wow.
It's ridiculous. Lenny Henry, you know, Sir Lenny Henry, the comedian.
No.
He wants, is it reparations for every black person in Britain?
Really? For what?
For the slave trade.
The slave trade.
One
People
more.
were slaves all over the world, Vicky. I mean, if everybody of every ethnicity got reparations for slavery, everybody get paid.
Lenny Henry got paid. He basically got money for being a
no.
He wants reparations for everybody.
He wants every black person in Britain to get reparations for the slave trade.
What the heck does that mean?
So all black people
pay.
to get money because black people used to be slaves.
Oh, well, so did everybody else. Everybody is slaves at some point.
If that happens, I'm half Irish.
Let's not get political and let's not get into race and politics anyway. You know what I mean?
Well, they've been screaming that over here on the States forever, but I mean, that's not going to happen.
No, but if that happens, the half Irish in me is going to come out and want reparations too.
No. Why would you want to?
And you're Scottish.
Why would you want to go against things like that? And it's like being straight and go and saying, "We'll have a straight pride," because
you're Scottish.
What?
You're Scottish, so you can claim reparations from the Brits.
Well, I wouldn't,
from the English.
I wouldn't make myself a victim like people do.
That's the thing, though. That's all they do.
Why would I do that? So it's like me going out and having a straight parade just because gays have a gay parade, a pride parade.
Because,
but it is.
I don't want.
Then why should we have to pay for people's past? We didn't do it.
Listen, because Keir Starmer recognised Palestine as a state.
Oh, I don't give a shit about them.
They want something like 3 trillion in reparations.
Well, tough. Stick to death about hearing about stupid Palestine idiots.
Yeah.
Not the people, the government.
No, the people are evil.
No, not all the people are evil, babe. Some people in Palestine don't.
The majority ain't nice.
There's a lot of them Christian, babe. There's a lot of them that I don't agree with it.
You do know most of them want Israel gone.
Babe, you can't believe, you've got to remember it's the people being governed by government. It's the government that's in the wrong. There's a lot of people in Palestine that don't like what's going on. I don't like what's going on. You know what I mean? But fuck up. Forget the government. They're idiots. You know what's going to happen is what's going to happen. What the Bible says. So,
there's an old cliche, PJ. It goes, "Idiots rule." Don't be like them. Yeah.
They really do. Really badly.
Exactly.
They might as well have got a 2-year-old to run this country.
They probably do a better job, right?
I know.
Well, didn't you see the little thing I had on Keir Starmer? That was part of that selection of AI things. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Right. Nice one, Jimmy boy. Let's put his link in.
Roger, I'll find that song.
Hold on, I might go play this one. It's only 50 seconds.
Okay.
Cool. Second.
I'll find that song, Roger, and I'll send it you. It's funny.
All right.
The Granny Harmer.
Got Jimmy Savile in it too?
No, but it does talk about Ukrainian boys.
Oh, that's nice.
In the song. Oh,
not about the boys, babe.
No, in the song. It's about Keir Starmer.
Keir Starmer.
Anyway.
These Ukrainian mobsters, yeah.
No, they're calling him a peddler.
Oh, okay.
That
figures.
What is a
funny.
boat? Is a boat that hasn't got a rudder. Is
No,
not
you
like
know
pedals.
exactly what I meant by a pedalo, Paul Joe.
A pedal boat, yeah, like those
Yeah.
swans you get in the park, yeah.
Listen,
It's got no
sick
rudder.
of saying PDF. Not that it's a pedalo now.
Now, somebody was over in Vlad's today, guys, and they were me. Believe it or
right.
not, I know.
What?
Somebody was pretending to clone my account and went over to Vlad's and started talking crap in the chat. Yeah,
Who did?
it's all right. Somebody, I don't know. I'm thinking it's Max and his crowd. Or
He went over to Vlad's and started doing what?
well, he made a clone account with me, like Roger.
Oh,
Lidwell.
the same ones. It's like the ones that have been coming in mine. I had to buy it. Yeah, I told you, didn't I? I went up to 685, 690 subs last night because five trolls came in trolling Roger, trolling my chat.
Oh my
God.
God.
I told you today that it gone down 5, didn't I? Exactly. It went down exactly 5, didn't it?
Yeah, it's Andrew Johnson was one of them. I went to it. He used Rhonda's name, and he's flagging off.
Yeah, he used Rhonda's name in mine. It was Rhonda L. Rhonda.L. Honestly.
Scum, I tell you, some of these people, if they were animals, you know what the vet would
I don't understand why on YouTube it's not showing your pink avatar. It's just showing the white part. And on the YouTube.
Anyway,
well,
I'm going because
for some reason I was subbed to Monkey Cat Pat and IC Spin and unsubbed, and then I'm resubbed to them again. They're subbing me back into the channel.
See what I mean?
Arseholes. I'm going because I've been painting today and I've got carpet coming at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Wow, literally got 4 people in chat. What the heck?
Well, I shared you on every platform I got. So.
Yeah, I know. It's just one of them. It just depends on what I'm talking about. People don't give a crap about scripture nowadays. Anyway,
I've got 7 hours until my carpet comes.
All right, babe.
7 hours. Nice.
And I need sleep.
Right, love you. Go and get some
love
sleep.
You.
I was thinking
love
politics.
You,
There's no point in thinking politics. It's stupid.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Love you, babe.
Bye-bye. Go troll TikTok for a while. Don't troll TikTok. Don't be a troll.
Don't go on TikTok at all. So after you see this, you'll never doubt God again. This is talking about Job. So let's see what it's got to say.
I got a question for you right quick before we go. Did you watch Michael's first stream?
Yes, of course.
That was
his
nice.
Stream? You mean his video?
Oh, not streaming, his video. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. He's done 2 videos now.
No, I didn't see the second one. Huh.
He's done a second video. He's done a second video on Saint Shop Season on that. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. No, of course I did. Of course I seen it yesterday. Yeah. He's done a second video. Yeah. In fact, yeah. Actually, I'll put Michael's QR code in for a bit, and I'll get Roger's one, put that in as well later. Sorry, I'll put in Michael's for a bit, Charles for a bit, then I'll have to delete one and put Roger's in for a bit. Right, nice. So that's Michael Carnes. That's Michael Carnes there. So I'll leave it in for 5 minutes. 5 minutes at a time, whatever, 10 minutes at a time. Right, that's Michael Carnes. If anybody wants to QR it, you know what I mean, zap it, scan it, and sub to him.
Zap it, scan it, rub it, bop it.
Yeah, do that. He's late up me toy. I've only played it a couple of times.
My girls, when they were growing up, they had like all kinds of like 10 different styles of bop it. Twist it. Flick it.
It's pretty good. Right, what's that, babe? Oh, is that song?
Yeah, I got it. Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate the song when I listened to it.
Is it copyrighted? No, it won't.
I'll look at it. Hold on.
It won't be copyrighted. Yeah, this is it. Let's mind you, I don't know if. Yeah, Saki, I'm sure it'll be okay. Let's quickly look.
It looks AI to me.
Of course, it's AI. Yeah, of course it'll be AI. No War, it's called. Let's quickly watch it. Before we go on.
I tell you, that's quite the bird there, PJ.
traitor, an undercover dictator, a war instigator. He wants to fuck around and mess with human nature. Going round kids, this satanic behaviour. And we ain't gonna fight no more, no war. And we ain't gonna play no more, no more. Sitting in silence, cause we know you can push us to violence. And we ain't gonna fight no more, no more. And we ain't gonna play no more, no more, no more. We say no to the Israel war. Don't you know his dad's a toolmaker? And I'd say he made a perfect violator. A top knob and an Englishman hater. A Ukrainian boy penetrator.
Oh,
First time Jimmy fixed it. Fully involved, but the BBC missed it. Hidden evidence because they didn't want to risk it. Kept Starmer quiet with a rich tea biscuit. Lies and corruption on every news station. Don't you dare speak about immigration. Gender 30s in full operation. As we continue to lie to the nation. And we ain't gonna fight no more, no war. And we ain't gonna play no more, no more. Sitting in silence, cause we know your game is to push us to violence. And we ain't gonna fight no more, no war. And we ain't gonna play no more, no more, no more. We say no to the Israel war, no war. No war. No war.
No, that's the end of it. I thought I was going to pick up another verse. Bad.
That's not too bad.
I got the short that Keith trimmed out. That was a good show today, wasn't it?
Yeah, again.
Oh, Keith, he trimmed out a short from the live today. It was pretty good. I didn't get to listen.
Oh, when did he trim it out? What he's actually doing is making lives. Well, he's making lives look like they're not shorts, but obviously they're longer. They're in portrait version, but he did the full live twice. It's on YouTube, but it's on twice. It's like it's something you can do in OBS. So he's got it on the how we see it as normal, but he's also got it in the portrait, the vertical position. Yeah. So
I thought it was short.
People like watching it TikTok. And I mean, he might have done a short out of it because he was saying, is it working? Is it on? And I'm looking in his shorts to see if it's on, because I remember Vicky saying to me, "Oh, he was live streaming through his shorts yesterday." But what she meant is in short, kind of, you know what I mean? Aspect, the portrait aspect. So I think what it is, it's probably that. It's probably that.
Well, I watched it, and it seemed to go in a cycle. It played like 10 minutes, and it would cycle it again.
So maybe that's all it is when it does shorts. Maybe it only does it in 10-minute increments. See, that's what I was kind. That's kind of what TikTok does. When I try to upload an hour video, I have to upload it in 6 different 10-minute parts. But they were not lives. I'll have to check that out. Cool. Actually, let's check out this thing. Let me just quickly go check that. All right. Create ages and saves. Right, so under his lives. Right, what you saying? Videos, shorts. Right, so shorts. Yeah, no, that was not. So yeah, it's a live. The live does say it was on for 2 hours in 19 because he put it. Right, so let me just check it to see if you're right. See if it just can see what it does. What it does. What you say.
Yeah, I'll go look at it in my stream. I played it earlier.
Right. So just say 10 minutes in.
It's mostly Sam talking, from what I can tell. What I was.
Oh well, there's Sam doesn't come in till later, so that it must have done the whole lot.
Jaydons short season. Short season.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. It would just give me
weird. It's weird in that aspect, though. It's weird in that aspect.
It is.
Anyway, let's get this done, and we'll move on back to Rumble. Wow, all of a sudden I went from 4 to 10. What happened? Anyway, yeah, like I say, oh, by the way, 4 Jacks, it's fight night tonight, but it's a UFC fight first, and then we'll pick a bout of some sort I was thinking, because nobody's picking any, I was thinking probably Muhammad Ali v Ken Norton 1 and 2, and then do the third one next week sometime. Because Ken Norton wins the first one, doesn't he? So I was thinking about doing that after the UFC, obviously, because it was Jaydon's choice. Because we haven't done a UFC one. Jayden asked me if I'd do it. I thought, yeah, why not? He'll probably pop in during the Rumble side anyway. So let's get this video done on the YouTube side, and then we'll get over that. It's only a 20-minute video. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's a Job, something to do with Job, and his title for it was something like, "Once you watch this, you'll never doubt God again." But it's to do with the tales of Job. I haven't seen it yet, so hopefully it's a decent video.
Entire Bible, the book of Job. It's unlike any other book in the Bible because it answers the question, if God is so good, why do innocent people suffer? How does God explain child cancer, mass starvation, or even the specific pain you're going through right now? By the end of the book, God responds to the...
That's pretty true. I mean, it would kind of be. But even then, if you give people Job, they'll just go to it and say, "Oh, that makes him even cooler," you know? It's, you know, you got to look at it in context.
Not everybody's Job, neither. Just don't look at yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Not in won the third fight as well, but they gave Ali the decision. Oh, yeah. I was going to say he didn't win the third fight, but they gave Ali the decision. You mean he won the fight? He won the fight in your eyes. Yeah, got it. I was going to say, hold on. What do you mean he won the third fight? He was given the decision. But yeah, I get you, bro. I thought Ken Norton and Muhammad Ali. Yeah,
I think Four Jacks is biased.
Well, I don't know because Four Jacks loves Muhammad Ali.
I was saying, like, yeah.
Yeah, he does. You know, he likes Muhammad Ali, so like, he's not biased towards Ken Norton.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I thought he was.
Yeah,
I've never seen the fight, so I don't know.
Yeah. They'll be good. I can remember seeing. I can remember certainly seeing one of them, and I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, that'll be good because I don't know. Just want to show Muhammad Ali winning, you know, because he won a lot, but he did lose. He did lose a couple of times. Yeah,
your heroes are fallible. PJ.
Absolutely. It's it. The same as people who were into Tyson. They thought, nah, he'll never be beaten. But yeah, he was beaten.
I don't think he was beaten the last time. I think he threw that one, dude. That's just my opinion.
Oh, you mean Jake Paul?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. But that was set up. That was all set up. That was not even a boxing match, bro. I mean, no. Tyson, I know Tyson has got a biting fixation, but the whole bout, he was biting onto that glove because he didn't want to hit him so hard, because he would have just, I mean, I know he's old, but if he'd hit Jake Paul the way he used to hit other people before, and I don't even like Mike Tyson as a boxer in general. I didn't like him back in the day because I just thought he came in, he just started ruling everything, and he just thought he was it. That was me. I always went for the underdog back in the day. I always went for the underdog. But Muhammad Ali, I was biased with, because when I was a kid, obviously I'd never seen many of Muhammad Ali's fights. I was a kid when he had his last fight, you know what I mean? His last fight in 80 or 81 maybe, when he had his last fight. I was a kid, so most of his career had already gone, but then I seen documentaries and I just loved him, you know what I mean? So like, but apart from that, if it came to anybody else, when he fought Frank Bruno, I wanted Bruno to win. He was like the underdog, you know? Anybody, and when it came to Lennox Lewis, I was like, please beat Tyson. He did, thank goodness. But now I like Tyson as a person. I like him now, you know. You can tell he's had troubles in his life, you know. He looks back on it. He's not as proud, puffed up as he was, you know. He's seen his errors. I mean, apart from him being Islamic kind of thing, not that I think he really follows it, but I think he was only Islamic because Muhammad Ali was. You know. Anyway, let's do this.
This question, but most people misinterpret his response. The book first introduces us to a man named Job, who was super rich. He had 500 oxen, 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, and a big happy family. Job was living like a king. But not only was he by far the most wealthy man in the ancient Near East at the time, he was also the most godly. In fact, Job honored God so much that he even offered sacrifices for all 10 of his kids, just in case one of them had a bad thought.
Just like Satan, in it, to see somebody doing well and praising God and saying, look, I want him, God. You know what I mean? I want to tempt him. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter what he got put through, though, does it? He's stuck with God.
No, he's a worm, dude. There ain't no doubt about it.
Who, Satan?
Yeah.
Absolutely a worm. But I mean, thing is, we give Satan too much credit sometimes, but we also, some people give him, like, underestimate him. Don't underestimate Satan, but don't give him too much credit either.
No, he's been around a while, I think.
Oh, he's been around. All right. He's been around just a wee while.
Toward God. Job knew that God not only saw his actions, but he saw his heart too. But what Job didn't realize was that someone else in heaven was watching him, someone other than God. The Bible tells us that the sons of God came to present themselves before the Lord. These sons of God are what we'd call angels today. The Bible says that before God created the universe, he created these spirits to help him rule over the humans. Not because he needs the help, he just chooses to use angels to accomplish his will sometimes. But there was one spirit in particular who was watching Job and noticed something very interesting. Your English Bible probably refers to this spirit as Satan, who we usually associate with the devil, but the original Hebrew actually reads Ha-Satan, which simply means the accuser. And
yeah, Baza is here somewhere, Roger, I'm sure. He was here. But he could be his phone. He could be. He could be. He could be in and out. He could be surfing. He could be surfing the net. He could be in and out. I don't know. Looking at the chats, whatever. I don't know.
In and out's a good place to get burgers.
This word is actually used in the Old Testament many times to describe many different people and spirits who are accusing someone. In fact, the kings of ancient Assyria and Persia also had secret agents who would travel across the empire, collect information on people, and then bring accusations against people or groups who were not.
There he is, because you had something to say to him, did you? Roger?
PJ.
There he is. There he is. Baz is there, look.
Yeah, I saw him. I was just saying that I didn't see him in chat for a while. I thought he just took off.
Okay. I thought you wanted him for something particular. Okay. I got you.
Because you don't miss fight nights. And I'm waiting for Chilling to come.
Loyal to the empire. Since this word Ha-Satan is not used anywhere else in the Old Testament to describe the Satan that we meet in the New Testament, it's possible that this Satan is just an accusing spirit who is part of God's divine counsel, just doing his job. But to be honest, I don't know for sure. But what I do know is that this spirit appears to God and begins to accuse Job of.
That's a possibility, but I've always seen it as Satan.
Serving God because of all the riches God has blessed him with. So the Satan asks.
That doesn't mean to say I'm right, just because I've always seen it as Satan, I should look into that. But I've never heard that before. People saying it's possibly not Satan. It could be some like Satan, maybe some kind of fallen angel. I don't know.
Well, they say it's a title. Is when people go with it.
Yeah. No, I don't know. We'd have to look into that one. But I've never heard that before.
God, stretch out your hand and take away all that he has, and Job will curse you to your face. And God agrees. Within minutes, Job's life fell apart. Enemies raided Job's oxen and camels. Fire from God burned his sheep, and a great wind knocked over the house of Job's children, killing them instantly. But instead of shaking his fist at God, Job fell to his knees and prayed a prayer that most of us would not have the faith to pray. Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked shall I return there. The Lord gave, and the Lord has taken away. Blessed be the name of the Lord. But even though God was proud of Job for passing the test, the Satan wasn't impressed. So God gave him permission to strike Job with a disgusting skin disease of painful boils. Not only had Job lost everything he owned, including his 10 kids, his health was now declining fast. So the Bible says that Job grabbed a broken piece of pottery and scraped his body while he sat in the midst of the ashes. Most people don't realize that what Job was doing here was actually pretty nasty. Remember all those thousands of animals Job had? Well, all of those animals had to relieve themselves daily. And what do you think they did with all of this? They would put it in a pile and burn it. This was known in the ancient world as the ash heap, and this disgusting place was where Job went to sit and grieve. Imagine feeling so hopeless that all you can do is lay on the ash heap of your cattle's dung and scrape yourself with a broken piece of pottery. His wife wasn't very uplifting either. She simply told her husband to curse God and die. But his wife wasn't the only one who tried to give Job advice. Job had 3 best friends who traveled from far away to mourn with him and offer him some comfort. But what they actually said...
We think we go through hard times. Trials of Job, man. Trials of Job.
Said to him is pretty shocking. The first 7 days, they simply sat in silence while Job grieved, until Job began to curse. But he didn't curse God. He cursed the day that he was born. And the way he does it is kind of strange. Listen carefully. May those who curse it, who curse the day I was born, those who are ready to arouse Leviathan. Arouse Leviathan? Who's that? This was a name that struck fear into all peoples of the ancient world. Yeah. Believe it or not, this sea monster is actually the key to understanding the entire book of Job and answering our question, if God is good, why do innocent people suffer? Which is why God himself spends a bunch of time at the end of the book talking about Leviathan. What's crazy is archaeologists found something super weird at the location of Nippur. Here they found
broken pottery jar, obviously.
Yeah, and I think it's got Leviathan on it. Actually,
it looked like that, didn't it? It looked like that. I wonder what's got to be said about that.
Cantation bowl shaped by Israelites who were being held captive in Babylon, and on this creepy bowl were written magic spells. And you're not going to believe what one of these spells said. I enchant you with the conjuring of the sea and with the spell of Leviathan, the sea dragon. Crazy, right? What Job is saying here is that he wishes that these sorcerers of Leviathan would have sent this beast to destroy him while he was still being born, so he wouldn't have to go through all the intense pain he was feeling. But right after Job says all of these horrible things about his birthday, one of his 3 friends, Eliphaz, speaks up. And he starts talking to Job about lions. He describes a powerful, fierce family of lions who could conquer anything until the young lion's teeth are broken. The strong lion dies because he can't find any food, and all the lion cubs are scattered. When I read this for the first time, it seemed like the most random thing to say to a friend who's suffering. But Job knew exactly what Eliphaz was trying to say. He was comparing a powerful pack of lions to a powerful but wicked family, Job's family. He's saying that no matter how powerful a wicked man might be, he can't escape God's judgment. Way to pour salt on an open wound. Job couldn't believe his ears and responded by saying that kindness should be shown by his friends. But instead, his friends are like streams that are full of water during the spring when the season is nice and easy, but all dried up during the summer when it's hot and he needs to be refreshed the most. You'd think this would cause the next 2 friends to have better things to say, but you'd be wrong. In fact, his 3rd friend, Zoe...
Yeah.
They call those fair weather friends. Is what
exactly, yeah. They're the ones that, we're just about to watch some boxing and stuff like that. They're the ones that, like, heavyweight boxers, when they first become heavyweights and they start getting the money and that, all their friends are around, like rappers and that, they get the watches and all that from them, you know. But as soon as they hit hard times, they realize that the assets they've got ain't their assets, you know. And then the career's gone downhill because their manager has taken the piss out of them, you know what I mean, or whoever, you know, and took their money. And then the friends ain't friends anymore, they disappear. In fact, they could have helped him out by maybe selling the watches and giving a bit of money back to him or whatever. But no, they keep that shit and they disappear. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I got a few of those here and there.
Yeah, that happens. That happens. Hey, babe. So you're going to bed now, babe? What's that saying? Let's hope nothing. Once ever putting new carpets down doesn't kill me. Well, just chill out, babe. You need to stop pushing it. Like I've tried to stop. I'm not pushing anything at the minute because my legs are playing up. I mean, I can't even walk properly at the minute. It's terrible. So don't push yourself, babe.
so far is more harsh than the other two friends combined. But before he speaks, Job's friend Bildad had a few words to say. He describes reeds like the ones found in Egypt today that usually grow near the Nile River. But then he asks, can the reeds flourish without water? Again, seems like a strange thing to say to your hurting friend. But then he says that these waterless reeds are like the hypocrite who forgets God. He was calling Job a phony and saying that all of the bad things that were happening to him were because he turned his back on God. At this point, Job is beyond depressed. He lost everything, he's extremely sick, his wife told him to curse God and die, and now his 3 closest friends are calling him an evil man who deserves all the pain he's experiencing, even though he was innocent. What would you do if you were Job? Job did what many of us would do. In his anguish, he falsely says that God mocks the despair of the innocent. He says that when a land is taken by evil people, God blindfolds the good, righteous leaders so they can't defend themselves. Job was saying that God not only allows evil, but God is unjust and even causes evil to happen. Yikes. By the way, God is watching this whole thing play out, but even though Job says these harsh things about him, God doesn't strike Job with lightning or even rebuke him. In fact, you're going to be shocked at what God says about Job later. We're going to get to that in just a sec, but first, I want to say thank you to today's sponsor. Data brokers have got a credit reporting agent. You could be at serious anymore. Count and let in called for weeks. Part of what Job that what we tell you what Job. Click the link below to claim your 60% off and get your personal data off the market. I'm going to tell you what Job's third and harshest friend says to Job in a sec, but it's important to note that what we've covered so far is only part of what Job and his friends say to each other. They actually go back and forth multiple times throughout multiple chapters of the book of Job. And Job's responses really give us insight into the emotional roller coaster that Job was on. Sometimes you can hear godly sorrow in Job's words, while other times you can hear loud, unfiltered anger. And this definitely comes out after what Zophar tells him. He basically calls Job an evil, greedy man who swallowed as many riches as he could until God caused him to vomit them out of his belly. Zophar believes that it's Job's own fault that he's suffering and that he deserves every bit of pain he's feeling. That's pretty harsh, right? But what most people don't know is that all 3 of Job's friends represent the best explanations of suffering that the ancient world had to offer at the time. They believe that pain...
I'll put Charles's QR code up for a bit, just for anybody watching the chat replay. Next one I put up will be Roger's.
Pain and suffering only happened to evil people. They also believed that the amount of pain and suffering that happened to a person was proportionate to how much evil that person did. Since Job was probably suffering more than anyone in the world at the time, he must be an extremely evil person. The only problem was that Job wasn't evil at all. So then why all the suffering? This was the same question Jesus was asked by his disciples when he encountered a man who was born blind. Who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? In the disciples' minds, this man's blindness had to be the direct result of someone's sin. They must have not studied the book of Job very well. But now let's look at Job's final words before a strange man interrupts the conversation. Job makes a bold declaration. I sign now my defense. Let the Almighty answer me. Job was basically taking God to court and demanding that God give him an answer for his suffering. But before God gives his breathtaking but often misunderstood answer to Job, a man named Elihu starts yapping. This guy is super random. No one knows why he's there, but he is furious, which is why he starts going on a rant. But what he has to say is actually pretty interesting. He rebukes Job's friends for speaking without even having proof of what Job was going through. Job's probably thinking, finally, someone who's on my side. But it's a good thing.
Oh, by the way, I'm not saying anything much through this because I wouldn't listen to it myself as well. This is just a quick video for us to watch before we go about Rumble. It's not anything I'm breaking down or doing commentary or anything on. I just wanted to hear it myself as well, you know. That's why I'm not saying much to it. I wasn't, sorry guys, I wasn't intending breaking it down or anything. I forgot to say.
Job didn't say this out loud because Elihu starts laying into Job for not trusting God.
Because, to be honest, with Job is one of the stories I understand, you know, and what happened in Job and all that. But when I come to Old Testament, Job is one of the stories that gets me the hardest. Like, well, you know, it's one of them stories. It's like, it doesn't make me doubt. It doesn't make me doubt God whatsoever. But sometimes it makes me think, like, why is this happening? But I understood why, you know, things like this, you know, happen in the world today. And it's, you know, there's still such thing as free will and a fallen world, you know, that type of thing. And Satan does that kind of stuff with us each and every day. Well, not us personally. Well, us personally, yes, but with everybody. What I mean is with everybody in different situations, you know. But this obviously story was picked on for a reason, because there's a message to it, obviously.
But Elihu offers a different explanation for Job's suffering than his friends did. He compares pain and suffering to chains. He says that sometimes God puts these chains on a righteous person.
But the thing is, sometimes pain and suffering isn't. I mean, sometimes pain and suffering, it shows God's glory. You know what I mean? You glorify God in your pain and suffering sometimes. You know? And Jesus even said we've got to be persecuted for his sake. Now, I know this is before Jesus's ministry and stuff like that, obviously, but it's the same kind of message, I suppose. But obviously, I was seeing this message. It seems severe because obviously it was put in there for a reason, to seem that way, so you could see the severity of it, and at the end, what happens in the message as well, I suppose. Anyway.
To slow them down and prepare them for the future. Suffering sometimes happens to bad people to punish them, but it can also happen to good people to prepare.
Absolutely, of course it can happen to good people. Suffering doesn't just happen to bad people. In fact, you'll usually find that the bad people, their suffering will come in the end when it comes to judgment. Usually bad people get away with loads of crap and they have a happy life. But in this materialistic world, they're happy in their greed, you know? Yeah, you love it, you spoiled brat. What are you talking about, Mickey or me?
Prepare them. But then Elihu began to describe a massive storm that most likely began to form while he was speaking. This storm was loud with thunder. It filled the sky with thick clouds that were full of bright light and a strong, cold wind that turned the waters to ice. But before Job or his friends could even respond to Elihu, God himself spoke directly to Job from this massive storm. Prepare yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer me. Job must have been terrified. If you remember, Job just got done accusing God of mismanaging the universe. But instead of flicking Job off the face of the planet, God asked Job a series of questions that seem unrelated at first, but when put together leads to one ultimate answer to our question about suffering, especially his final words about this strange Leviathan creature. God first asked Job where he was when he created the earth. He asks if Job has the knowledge to determine the measurements of the earth and where it should have been placed. What's crazy about this question is that if the earth was placed just a tiny bit further from the sun.
Oh, don't start with your heliocentrism. That in trying to use it to justify certain things in scripture. You could do that, absolutely, but you can actually do that with the flat earth as well. But come on, that's just information you've been indoctrinated with from bloody school. You know, the Bible does not support this at all. Just so you know. But yeah, that's my gripe about, look, I used to be there as well. You know, I used to be a Bible believer, but believe this crap too. So I can't blame him too much for it.
Oh my gosh, big all me now.
yeah, exactly.
the Earth was placed just a tiny bit closer to the sun, we'd all be toast.
No,
Could Job
no.
have known where to place the Earth in the universe?
Oh, that's a bit more like if you're looking down on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of looks maybe okay, but yeah, but they don't mean that. I mean that looks that they want that to be a globe, that little painting.
That was drawn by my 5-year-old grandson.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or what about the seas? God asked Job, who has the power to command the ocean? This far you may come, but no farther. And here,
well, I'll tell you somebody who did command the ocean. Jesus commanded the weathers in the storm. So yeah, Jesus has the power to do that. So shows you he's God.
Waves must stop. God asks if Job can control when the earth receives light from the sun and when it's lights out. But then God asks Job a question that keeps many people up at night, even to this day. Do you know what happens after you die? Every religion has their theories, and even the Bible gives us some insight into the afterlife. But only God has a full understanding of eternity. Can Job control the weather? What about the stars in the sky? Or how about the clouds? I think you get the point. If you remember, Job basically said that God didn't know how to manage the universe. As a father of 2 amazing toddlers, there are a lot of decisions that my wife and I make that they don't understand, even if we tried explaining it to them. God is basically saying, Job, there's so much that you do not and cannot understand because you're not God. But God doesn't stop there. There are actually 2 more parts to God's answer that most people miss. Like the next series of questions God asked Job convey a message that is going to blow your mind. Let's go through them quickly. First, God asked Job about lions. Job, can you hunt the prey for the lions or satisfy the appetite of the young lion? Or what about the deer? When, where, and how does this deer give birth? How do the young deer learn to survive after their mother leaves them? Or what about the wild donkey? What's his life like? Job, do you know about the wild ox, the ostrich, the horse, or the eagle? You might be asking at this point why it feels like the book of Job just randomly turned into an episode of Planet Earth 2. One of my favorite shows, by the way. David Attenborough is the...
That's why he's infused, because he likes David Attenborough.
Attenborough.
Attenborough. Yeah.
Oh, he's got a compelling voice, dude.
Oh yeah, really of course, absolutely. But he's one of the biggest atheists about. You know, he'd speak against God. You know.
Yeah, I guess that's why they got him. Like, hey, come on over here. You can be the devil's
wildlife narrator.
Yeah.
Ever. But it's still not better than God, which brings us back to the question: why did God take Job on a virtual tour of the animal kingdom? Seems kind of random.
Yes, exactly.
But
Too bad
it's
he's a
actually
liar.
not random at all. God just got done showing that he's the one who created the universe. So Job might want to consider that God probably knows a little bit more about managing this universe. But here, God is showing Job that he sees everything that is going on in this beautiful world he created. He knows when the lion needs to eat or when a baby deer is born. He even sees the eagle making her nest way up high, far above where any man could climb. So what's God's point? I think Jesus actually summarized this part the best when he asked his disciples, "Are not 2 sparrows sold for a copper coin, and not one of them falls to the ground apart from your Father's will? Do not fear, therefore. You are of more value than many sparrows."
Yeah.
God was saying that even though Job feels like God has forgotten him, God knows what each of his individual creations are doing at all times and provides for all of them, including Job. But although these 2 truths are important, they still don't fully answer our question: if God is good, why do bad things happen to good people? God is about to share something pretty incredible with Job, but before he does, Job finally responds to all of God's questions and basically says, "I'm going to shut up now and let you do the talking, God." So God asked Job, would you condemn me that you
I lay my hands over my mouth. I like it.
may be justified? In other words, Job, are you more righteous than God? But before Job can respond, God begins to describe a very unusual creature called the behemoth. And it's unlike any of the other creatures
Yeah, well, I
God
don't know why you put that behemoth text over something that looks like a dinosaur, because you don't know what a behemoth is. Yes, it's a big creature. Did it look like that thing, one of them Vegasauruses?
No.
Probably not.
No,
Yes.
but the behemoth actually, in history, they think they've actually found one, and
Yeah.
it was at the bottom of the ocean. Actually, it was
There
an
you
ocean.
go. Yeah. Well, Attenborough, yet another 100 years old atheist celebrity. Yeah, exactly. He's dead now, isn't he? He's dead now.
I don't feel sorry
Both
for
brothers are dead. Richard Attenborough and David Attenborough are both dead, I think.
described. He eats like an ox, but has a tail like the trunk of a massive tree. His bones are like beams of bronze, and his ribs are like bars of iron. Some have suggested that this creature is a hippopotamus, but even though hippos are pretty tough creatures, I don't think anyone would describe their tails like a giant tree trunk. Others have said that it's a type of dinosaur. Whatever it is, it's not something that any human could defeat on their own. But this creature is nowhere near as terrifying as the next creature God begins to describe. In fact, God spends an entire chapter describing...
Leviathan came from the sea. Are you not talking about Leviathan, Roger?
Oh no, there was they went to the Mariana Trench, and they actually put one of their deep sea submersibles in there. And they ran into something. They didn't know what it was, but they swear it was a behemoth. I don't know why.
I mean, the way the Bible describes it, it certainly seems like a land animal, a land animal of some sort.
Well, they kind of referred it to the hippo like it's both, like it's land and water.
Yeah, well, it could be, but I mean, it could be, I suppose, but it's certainly not a bloody hippo. It's a unicorn, though.
Yeah, they are. It's a big unicorn with a big appetite.
Absolutely right. For the next till this is finished, this is Roger's go for me, guys. That one.
Thanks, PJ.
This creature, so you know it's
anybody
important.
watching the replay, consider donating to the GFM. If you want Roger to go and have a cold ass for a few days. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, if push comes to shove, I'm going to get a job down there, and we'll have to burden everybody.
There you go. That's cool. Hey, babe.
David Attenborough is alive.
Okay, it's alive. I thought he was dead. Richard Attenborough is alive. I was just about to check that because I said it. I'm actually typing it in now. As I said, I wasn't sure, but I know Richard Attenborough is dead.
I feel sorry for Stephen Hawkings compared
He
to
was in Miracle on 34th Street or whatever.
Yeah, I think it's the name of it. Yeah, it's a Christmas Story.
Yeah, he played Father.
He's 90. Yeah, you're right. He's 99. That's why I thought he was dead, because I haven't heard from him a long time. But maybe it was just Richard that was talking about. Maybe it was Richard. I thought they were both dead.
There's one thing I know, and it's gossip about celebrities.
Yeah,
and politicians.
Yeah.
So Richard died in 2014. So he was born in 2023. Yeah, he was born in 2023. When was David born?
Well, pick all
David Attenborough is actually the younger one, and he's alive. He's alive. Yeah, David Attenborough is the younger one, and well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, he's still alive, but still, in 99, you think he'd be gone, did? Maybe he'll make it 120.
I'm going to sleep now because I've got 5 hours.
Good night, Ed.
Night, love you.
Love you. Good night.
Bye, Rod. Bye, guys.
This beast is a massive sea dragon called Leviathan. This creature has terrible teeth all around, rows of scales tightly sealed that can block any sword, arrows.
Suck its teeth, its breath's got to be honking.
Oh, yeah.
Feel like flimsy straw against this God-given armor. Leviathan is also an extremely fast swimmer. Oh yeah, and he can breathe fire while smoke comes out of his nostrils. He is king over all the children of pride. Lay your hand on him, remember the battle, never do it again. What most don't know about the Leviathan is that this creature has been referenced in many ancient cultures, not just the Israelite culture. And every time Leviathan is mentioned in ancient texts, he is a representation of the chaos of life. Just like no one can control or tame this creature, no one can control or tame the chaos that shows up in one's life. Sometimes Leviathan shows up as raiders, stealing all your cattle, while other times it's that unexpected call from the doctor that the cancer is spreading. God is saying, only I have the power to bring justice and order to this crazy, chaotic life. But for now, it serves a purpose that you can't understand. That's probably not the answer you wanted to hear, but the truth is, it's only half the answer. After God finishes questioning Job about the Leviathan, Job responds to God with these incredible words. I have heard you by the hearing of the ear, but now my eyes have seen you. Therefore, I abhor myself and repent in dust and ashes. Even though Job didn't deserve it, God restored everything back to Job and blessed him beyond his wildest dreams. But what most don't realize about the book of Job is that there was actually another figure in the Bible very similar to Job. The Bible calls him a man of sorrows, acquainted with grief. Just like Job, he was tested by Satan, had everything stripped from him, and was forsaken by all his friends. But through it all, he never questioned God, because he was God. The same powerful God who spoke out of a thundering storm, created all the creatures of the world, and is able to tame the great behemoth and even the Leviathan, put on human flesh and suffered a painful death on the cross. If we're going to answer the question, why do good people suffer, we need to first ask the question, why did God suffer on the cross? Through the cross, Jesus defeated death and made a way for all who put their trust in him to have eternal life where there's no more pain or suffering. You and I couldn't begin to understand God's reason for allowing the horrible suffering we see in the world, but God understands firsthand what it's like to suffer in this world. It's all part of his plan. A plan that I don't always understand, and that's okay. I guess that's why they call it faith.
That's the thing.
This is a timeline of the most.
We always think we have to understand absolutely everything right here, right now. Like, you know, just because you don't understand something doesn't mean, see, your faith is gone, you know? That's all. I mean, in fact, if you don't understand it, I'd say your faith is probably there more with you, especially if you're okay with not understanding, because there's just some things we won't understand, like what the hell the moon is made out of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what heliocentrism is like, almost poisonous, I think. Right. They want to know it all, man. They want to know the universe.
Right. And if they don't know, they'll make it up. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Right. So I think that is it. Oh, that is it. He did finish, didn't he? Yeah, of course he did. It went, took it back to the start. Yeah, of course. Sorted. Right, I'll play out with the Harry Matter and then we'll go over to Rumble. The Rumble link's there so far, but I'll put it in again. But like I say, I wasn't doing like a big breakdown of that or anything. It's just a video I wanted us to watch before we went over there. So yeah, we're over there now. And we'll play out with the Harry Matt right now. So bless you guys. I'll say bye after. I'll say bye after we play out.
That wasn't Jaden. That was somebody else in there too.
No, I got a homie over. We were watching the stream.
Yeah. No,
it was a good stream.
He said he's got guys.
Yeah. No, we're gonna watch the fights.
I wasn't breaking it down anyway, dude. All I was doing was watching the video until we went over. I can't just come on YouTube and say, right, let's go over Rumble and watch the fights. You know what I mean? I have to do something on the YouTube side first, you know. So yeah, we're going over there now. Let's play out with Harry Matt first.
Which Harry Mack you gonna play with?
The newest, one of the newest ones.
Could I do a freestyle rhyme for you guys real quick? My name is Harry Mack.
Right.
Dope. How you guys doing?
Yeah, good.
Hell yeah. All right, so can each of you give me like a creative, challenging word to use in my freestyle?
Yeah. Discombobulated.
Discombobulated. That's good, yes.
Surfboard.
surfboard.
Think of a word. Acknowledge.
Acknowledge, that's good. Okay, I will acknowledge that. Discombobulated, surfboard, and acknowledge. Should we do it?
Yeah.
All right, let me drop a beat real quick. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. 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 Yo. Other rappers are jelly, so they gotta hate. I leave you confused. I'm here to discombobulate. Leave discombobulated when I spit it, they don't even get it. Every time I rhyme, you know I'm forcing them to pivot. It's pivotal that they get out my way. Yeah, Mac be the rap with the spitting for days. Yeah, every time I rhyme, I'm spitting with the flair. I got people hype, he was sitting on the stairs. He stood up like, hold up, wait, I gotta hear this. Cause every time I rhyme, I'm improvising with the lyrics. Yeah, the Mac is going hard with the verse. I make you listen cause I'm driven like that car on your shirt. I travel fast. Yo, other rappers are gassed. Every time that I'm spitting, I be making a splash. Yeah, break it down for all of y'all whenever I get busy. Living them dizzy when he's popping up on the scene. Yo, who is he? He's that guy that freestyles off top. The verse lord. They all wanna ride my wave. Surfboard. It's H-Mac, man. Y'all know I spit with passion. And something like a tidal wave, I'ma have them crashing. Dog, I make it happen. Ain't nobody like me. Shouts out to my man who be watching in the Nikes. Yo, if the beat is hot, I wanna perform. I'm blocking traffic with my magic. They be honking they horn. On some beep beep, make a path cause we trying to get through. Every time I rhyme right off the mental, I'ma spit through. Mac really on it, I'm rolling on through. It's sandy on the ground, so we holding our shoes. Yeah, and when I rhyme, yo, you know I rip the mic better. Shouts out to my new fan who popped up in the striped sweater. Hey, yo, I take them way beyond. Cause every time I'm improvising off top, I'm bringing crazy songs. Yeah, my flow is polished, and I drop knowledge. Every time I spit, I got the lyrics they acknowledge. Yo, I told you I'ma grab the mic and damage you. Signaling to your friend, like, come here with the camera. Yeah, cause every time I spit, I bring the ill shit. So much so that all the fans wanna film this. Yeah, I'm about to break it down, my lyrics stay relevant. I'm spitting crazy, colorful patterns just like his elephant. Hey, yo, I seen it on the tank top. Hey, yo, they wanna build a wall, but still they couldn't make this thing stop. I break it down, I be the illest, y'all can trust me. You be rocking Champion, and you rocking Stussy. Yo, all the brands combined, I see the logos. I'm not only known local, I'm known global. I'm here to break it down, microphones is what I hold most. Watch the way I let my flow roast here on the Gold Coast. Yeah, I had to hit them with the rhythm, I'm persistent, I'm consistent, that's why everybody listens. Yeah, whenever I'm rhyming, they be calling out for more bass. Shouts out to my homie with the sling bag from North Face. Told y'all I'm to kill the game. Every time I spill the flames, when I'm in alignment, I be shining like your silver chain. Break it down for everybody. Y'all know that I look for crowds to snap at. Shouts to my homie rocking the backpack. Everybody comes together while I spit the mellow verse. Calvin Klein be what it says up on the yellow purse. Hey yo, I see it, I grab it. The rapping addict, I'm truly a savage. I'm good for your health just like cabbage. And when I'm on it, I'm a build. I ain't here to destroy. If y'all are rocking with the freestyle, make some noise. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hell yeah. Hey, much love, man. Appreciate it. Hell yeah. Thank you. What's up, man? Appreciate it, man.
Let's go. Right, guys, see you over there. If you're not joining this, let me just put in tomorrow's stream. It's the one I was meant to do this afternoon, the second part of 4Jack's topic. That dude, whatever his name was, Conscience, Quantum of Conscience. Yeah, I didn't do it today because I was too tired. So yeah, I left it for tomorrow. So this is part 2 tomorrow. Link there.
And Baz already said indeed.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, John is usually John is usually in there with an indeed first, but Baz, what fair play you got in there before him, probably because he's not here, but
Indeedy.
Indeedy. Right, bless guys. I'll see you over there. In the old Rumble side, Rumble links there already. So bless yous. Hear the Sunset's free. Is free.
Indeed.
Indeedy.
Indeed.